Mafikizolo, Mamezala featuring Simi, 959 Breakfast on the street, on the air. Is this their new song featuring Simi?
Well, this is the latest I've heard from them. Yeah, I think this is new.
Awesome.
This is
okay,
new.
congratulations.
It's quite nice, no?
Yeah, you
Nice
know how
and
hard it
smooth.
is for an artist to finish their work?
Really?
Oh, that's the hardest thing.
Why?
Because it's personal. You're afraid. It's emotional. You just don't finish it. You know, you keep looking at it and thinking, is it good enough? Is it good enough? What are they going to say? Is it good enough?
Does it ever, if you say it's personal, does it ever trigger like personal feelings of things that you might be experiencing and trying to heal from or heal through?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, it doesn't always have to be a particular experience, but your life, your traumas, your whatever comes up in the work. You know, it comes up like, I went to New York recently and I was doing sessions for my new album. And they were like, okay, just, do you want to sing? Get in the booth and sing?
Yeah.
And then I was like...
And you were like?
I can't.
Panic attack?
Panic attack, anxiety. I was like,
Anxiety.
no, I can't. And they were like, stressed, like, come on, dude. Like, well, yeah, it's all good. It's fine. And I was like, I can't.
And you didn't?
And I didn't. You know, so it's like, you know, some of the old stuff that whatever you carry with you, you know, like I have a big imposter syndrome.
Do you really?
Oh,
Yeah,
join the
like I
club.
don't buy it. Like I'm not buying, I'm just buying. You know what I mean? Like I did not get high on my own supply. I did not.
Are you for real? For real?
Yeah, no, nah.
Externally, you seem so confident. You seem like, and now you're. That's, I find that amazing.
Yeah, I think that when I was younger, I wasn't very much aware of that voice. It became louder and louder and louder as I got older. And I think it's the voice that says
It's not you.
Hey, now, hey.
You fooled all of them.
You fooled
the world.
the whole place,
You
dude.
fooled
Can you
the
see how
world.
they're bowing and shit? Like, yo.
I'll tell you what voice has really, an external voice, making reference to the singing voice, has really been something fascinating to watch transform and even hear transform. Because I know this voice. But I think I represent a sizable portion of people that might not know that this was you on Festa.
Yes.
Jack Knife.
That was the first time I ever stood in front of a mic
And
ever.
sang.
That was the first time I ever saw what a studio is.
Whoa.
Because when I think of this Festa song that we're obviously about to play,
Yes.
and then I bring you all the way to Tongolam,
Hundreds of miles.
That's never mind anything else in between.
It's just
You
miles.
just go Festa,
Yeah.
Tongolam.
It's miles. That's why I always say to people, the thing about being a young person is that somebody has to see what no one else sees, you know. And when I was a kid, going, hey, with a little voice, somebody said, no, man.
There's something there.
You know, so as grown-ups, we really have to give kids a chance. Like, somebody's voice starts off as a tiny little spark.
Yeah.
And then before you know it, it's a raging flame.
And here it is.
And you got to give give kids a chance to do that.
We've always, we were introduced to you as Thandiswa Mazwai, right?
Yeah.
And I've noticed now you go by King Tha. How did that come, about? And does it have anything to do with the imposter syndrome? Is it you trying to combat it or something?
Maybe.
Creating an alter ego.
I mean, you know what? I've always had to create an alter ego because fame was never comfortable with me. Like when we started getting famous, people started asking for autographs. It was a big thing then, like in Ngicela ungisayinele. And I would put my name on somebody's paper or T-shirt, and then I would feel like a part of me is going with this person. So actually, my autograph signature, if anybody has my autograph, it's Thandiswa scratched out. Like I write the name and then I scratch it out. Because something about me was just like, you've got to separate what's going on here with the real you, like the pure, simple, quiet you.
Well, I think that's a story that narrates very closely to the history of your vocal growth. Here's Festa. This is so wild because when I put you on Tongolam right now,
Yeah.
Decoding
It's another world. I mean, I was 19 when I sang that.
Sure.
Yes, I sang it maybe when I was 40 or something.
Yes.
So this is what happens.
Evolution, growth.
This is the growth. So yeah, I mean, I on that track, the backing vocals are done by Thabiso. Famous radio DJ Thabiso.
Yes.
And another friend of ours called Lilo, who was already in Jackknife. I wasn't even a member of Jackknife. Every band I've been in, I joined by mistake. Like, I've been Kapu Thabiso studio.
Including the Big Muffin.
Yeah. I went to Kapu Thabiso, so I wasn't going to studio. Thabiso said to me, "Ngicela ungikhaphe somewhere." I didn't even know what it was. And then when I arrived there, I found them in a studio. And I remember going, "What is this place?" And they're like, "It's a studio." Thabiso gets in the booth. I'm like, no.
Yeah.
Whose song is this? They're like, "No, it's our songs." And that's when a light went on. I said to them, "Guys, I do this every day. I know how to do this." And they were like, "Yeah, well, get in the booth."
Let's go.
I got in the booth and I went, "Hey," in a little voice, because I didn't know whether you could scream or shout or you had to do whatever in front of a microphone.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
And
it's
that's
crazy.
That history. That's that history. Tha, you were born during a very tumultuous year in South Africa. This is obviously 1976. The energy around your birth was just quite wild, actually. Very, very wild. And to parents that were somewhat involved in politics, you're a journalist and anti-apartheid activist.
Yeah.
These were your parents. What's your fondest childhood memory? And I want us to go to something that's lived with you for all these years that you carry with you. Do you remember that you remember most about your childhood?
Most about my childhood. I mean, there's a lot of different things, right? Like, I remember walking to school. I loved walking to school. I loved walking back in the rain, taking off my shoes, I also used to, I loved when, my parents used to be members of the PAC, and the PAC was like kind of a very covert mission during apartheid years. Yeah. And so there would be these meetings that people would have at my house with the late Khoisan X and all these kind of leaders of the PAC. And I think one of the things I loved the most, because I was really short, obviously because I was young, is how, when they walked into the house, everybody greeted each other with the words, son of the soil, daughter of the soil. They were always like, "Oh, daughter of the soil."
That must have seeded
son
something
of the soil, children of the soil,
Yeah.
And always Izwelethu. That was, we never said hello, we said Izwelethu. And then everybody went to Africa. So for me, that thing where Usawbona and all those other things had disappeared, and there was just this kind of one thing being drilled in, Izwelethu, Africa, child of the soil, daughter of the soil, son of the soil.
Amen.
I love that.
Amen.
I love that.
Top of the hour, we're decoding Thandiswa Mazwai, King Tha, fondly, like a human being that I think all of us, right now, all of us are just saying thank you for waking up this morning to come and share yourself with us.
Let me tell
and
you.
No imposter, no lip service. This is it. Literally, your impact musically, you have done a great thing for the music footprint, and not just in South Africa. Many have been inspired by you. She's getting decoding King Tha. I just want to revisit the King Tha story quickly, because you were telling me off air, quite interestingly, how it's so important for you to see yourself highly, right? So that people can receive you in that regard.
Yes.
Or else if you see yourself lowly, then they meet you at that low perspective that you have of yourself.
I think what we do a lot of the time is we have such low self-esteems, and we forget that if you have a low self-esteem, that's where the world meets you. They find you where you are.
Yeah.
And so they treat you in the level that you think of yourself.
Yeah.
That's why self-talk is way more important than what other people say.
Yeah.
It's what you say to yourself about yourself.
Because you touched on how when you started calling yourself or referring to yourself as and rebranding as King Tha, people started treating you differently, both men and women.
Yeah,
versus
there was
just Thandiswa, and there's not a just to the Thandiswa.
Yeah, but what was interesting for me was that there was obviously a gender bending element to it, because I'm a woman and I'm calling myself king. But for some reason, nobody cared. Like, the men were just calling me King Tha and they were happy with it.
Yeah.
The women were calling me King Tha and they were happy with it. So I just think it's part of the idea that if you think highly of yourself, then the world responds in that light.
Yeah.
So as soon as I said it's King Tha, people started bowing, and I was like, oh, so it's what I say. It's not what you say.
So when does it then become arrogance and, being pompous? Because, a lot of arrogant people think highly of themselves and speak to themselves like they're the only people on earth.
And we can use boxers as an example. But
you know what?
Yeah.
A lot of people with far less than what you have believe so much of themselves that they are way more than what you are.
Yeah.
Right?
Have you noticed that?
Yes, the less, no talent, nothing.
Have you noticed? You're like, but they believe in themselves so much that they become way more than you are because you don't believe, right? So you can stay there where you don't believe.
Yeah.
Other people are going.
Coming back to the music and how, it's the music that made us know you.
Yes.
It's the craft. And watching you rebrand has been a very beautiful thing because you go as far as Bongo Muffin, which was...
As Jackknife.
As Jackknife, yes, we'll start there. Bongo Muffin was, or should I say still is, very much a hot combo. Very much still quite a powerful combo. I mean, the genius of putting together Jarseed, Stone, yourself, King Tha.
But the band was already formed by the time I joined them. I joined them...
Much later.
Not too much later.
Who was the band prior
It was
to you
always Stone, Speedy, and Jarseed.
Oh, a boy band.
Yeah, they were a boy band.
Wow.
And then, they called myself and Lilo to come and do some background vocals. And then it turned out that the song Summertime that I did became big.
Yeah.
And Oskido came to my university and he was like, yo, we're going to have to take you on the road with us because the song is big now.
This is crazy because all of you are so different in terms of your sound, right? Jarseed has his own sound. Stone has his own way of doing things. Speedy melodically is quite unique, and so are you. But together, the sound did not clash at all. It actually made a brilliant sound. Who or what do you give credit to for that vision? Of now bringing you on board.
Orchestrating
and
the whole...
orchestrate, exactly so.
Bringing together the whole team.
Yeah.
I think it would have to be Oskido who orchestrated the entire thing. For me is, he knew all these people kind of separately. Stone came in from Mabatu with Tebe and Bruce.
Yeah.
So all these people were coming in from different places, and Jarseed came in from Zim, and there was an idea that maybe they should put these people together and make a band. And I kind of fall into that kind of out of serendipity, There was no way that I was ever going to be a member of that band. They were always a boy band. But I do think that the addition of like a female voice is really the thing that propelled the group even further.
And not just
give
any
it a
female
different
voice.
touch.
It could not have been any female voice. I can guarantee you now. I'm going through the archives in my head
of all the different
voices.
female. There were a lot of
Couldn't have
different
been.
female voices.
There were a lot of different female voices. It couldn't have been. I'm thinking of the biggest names right now.
Yeah.
In my files.
Yeah.
There was something very special about that alignment. It had to be
I also
you.
think that it was the type of people that were in the group. Like Jarseed is very political. As young people, we were extremely political, extremely conscious, and so we ended up kind of representing a different side of Kwaito. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yes.
Where like all of Kwaito was kind of like a lot of just like dance in the street, dance music. Some of our music added some political nuance to it, and that's
soul.
And soul to it, and that's what put us a little bit apart from the other kids.
And there's just songs I can't imagine without you. I mean, Maria Pepa, Tatis Kupu, Kurawone, and so many songs. At the height of Bongo Muffin, be it locally or internationally, performing next to Stevie Wonder, Shaka Khan, Lady Smith. How was life then? There's a video of you with Nelson Mandela and Michael Jackson.
Listen, baby, sometimes I look at that stuff and I'm like, did this really happen? I bumped into a person who was my tutor at university, and she said to me, I remember you. You were my student, and one day you came back and I asked you for an assignment and you said, I didn't do my assignment. I was meeting Shaka Khan this weekend. What am I doing my assignment for? I was drooling over Shaka Khan this weekend. So it was insane because we were so young and everything was so grand at the time. I remember my first big solo performance was at the 46664 show in Cape Town.
Yeah.
And it was also Beyonce's first big solo performance in South Africa. She had just launched, what's that song? The and I had just released my album, and so we were both starry-eyed, hoping for the best tonight. It was just amazing, really amazing to be young, gifted and black.
Absolutely. It's incredible how your journey, was seeded and how other people's journeys are seeded. Also, you were on one of these reality shows that we were discussing yesterday. We were talking about idols.
I was on a reality show?
You weren't? So let me tell you, here's the thing.
The idols of way back then.
We
what was the idol? What was the show called?
It was on
Shell Road to Fame.
Shell Road
to Fame.
Because we were talking about idols yesterday, saying it's funny how the ones that actually don't win the competition
are the
end
ones
up
who make
doing
it.
great.
Yes.
Yeah.
Your story?
You know what? I didn't even make it past audition phase.
You didn't go to Sun City.
I didn't go to Sun City. I didn't get the golden ticket. I didn't get the golden ticket.
And you were out here Michael Jacksoning and Shaka Khaning.
Exactly. But the thing is that I was so shy.
Yeah.
I always say to people that my friends discovered me. My friends were the ones who were like, when? Show me. I like to let you know.
Wow.
And there was Shell Road to Fame came and did auditions at Wits that year. And my friend Mati and Basi were like, you have to go. It's on campus, you know. So I went, and I remember everybody was singing Mariah Carey and Whitney Houston, and I was like, I have to do something different. And I got on the stage and I sang only 2 lines of my song. My knees were knocking. I was like, I loves you, Porgy. Don't let them take me. Wow. Then I ran off and everybody went, boo!
Oh, that is traumatic.
Yeah, that was me. But Don't Like a Cold. He said, I saw something. Come to my studio.
Hey, and she's in our studio, touching us on our studio. It's 29 minutes after 7. We're decoding.
I love touching you in your studio.
Thank you. We love being touched by you in our studio. We're not complaining at all. On the other side of this, we're taking your calls. Please do share it on all the love for King Tha. Hey, man, you're going to hear what I was saying. It can't just be a studio thing. Literally everyone who's listening right now, you're just about to hear. Drop us those calls.
Don't make me cry.
Share that love. She needs to cry today. Make her cry. She needs to know the imposter in her must die. It is bottom half hour. She's in the studio getting decoded. King Tha, Thandiswa. This is Nizalwa Ngubani. I always give songs names based on the lyrics that I remember
you'd be like,
the
this
most.
is Kawe.
Yeah.
That was Thandiswa Mazwai with Kawe.
Exactly.
Kawe lama Kawe.
Yeah, that's
how it goes.
That's wild. But
Everybody thinks it's Kawe.
because we go
Kawe. Then it's like, Kawe lama Kawe. Yeah.
for the life of music. Here's what we're going to do live. We're going to play 30 seconds.
Okay,
I love 30 seconds.
Who's asking the question?
Well, you've got the box.
I've
so
got the
pick,
box.
and we answer.
Okay, cool. So I'm going to do yellow.
Can
I just choose?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
okay.
Give us. We're ready.
Archbishop of South Africa.
Desmond Tutu.
Archbishop Desmond Tutu.
Emeritus Desmond Tutu.
It's something that you put on a sore when you've got a
plaster. A
what do they
band-aid.
call it in America? Thank you.
Oh.
He's a comedian, stand-up comedian who had the first big TV show that was about, the skits were about nothing.
Everybody.
The famous
hates
one,
Chris.
no, it's a white guy.
White
the
guy.
famous one was about muffin tops.
Oh, good
What?
Lord.
Jim Carrey.
No.
No.
Seinfeld.
Seinfeld.
Oh.
Thank you very much. What about the time? Did we miss the time?
Time.
Did we do the time?
Time.
Oh, damn.
You're good at describing though.
You're
What about
good.
that show? What about that show where they walk like this? They go, welcome to, and they hold
Top
their
billing.
hands like this. Sorry, no, there's a different one. Sorry.
The only one I can think of is Top Billing, where they
Where they do this. I actually thought I was doing but it's actually Carte Blanche, or is it Kate Blanchett?
Oh, it's Carte Blanche.
Carte Blanche.
Yes.
Oh, that's that current affairs.
The other one is the current affairs one. I was thinking of this one.
There we go.
Where they stand like this.
You're good, actually.
Yeah, she's very good.
Okay, let me read some clues.
Right?
Okay, let's go.
Time me now.
Right.
Golf player, very successful South African. Old man, white man.
Ernie Els.
No, it's
older.
the other one. He's got the place at
Sun City. Yes.
But I remember that.
The place that gives us internet. Most homes have it.
Wi-Fi.
Yes.
Wi-Fi. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
The capital city of Botswana.
Gaborone.
Yes. Okay, this is a movie that where the lady's a prostitute. Oh wow.
I know
Pretty
that one.
Woman.
Yes.
Pretty Woman.
Yes.
Walking down your eye. This
That's
is where the
the
game
movie.
ends.
Guys,
Thank
Gary
you
Player,
very much.
Gary
I've got a
Player.
link to do 7:44. Everyone, you're listening to 959 Breakfast. This one goes to Saul and King Tha. Dineo is pouring drinks. Definitely everywhere. If you tune in to kai959.co.za, DSTV Audio Bouquet, as well as download that app, you'll know that we are certainly everywhere. So, you've got a very, very eclectic taste in music, right?
Eclectic.
Not really.
I mean, I listen to everything. I listen to everything from jazz to amapiano.
You've got a playlist on Apple Music called Amakawe. That's why we think that song is Kawe. Now, Angel, with this Kawe thing.
Kawe. I actually called the playlist something else, but they changed it at Apple to Amakawe. I think that was for the.
What did you call it?
I can't remember now. It's somewhere. It's like some fancy stuff. You know, when you're trying to be clever.
Yeah, I'm gonna go
I was
find
trying
it.
to be clever.
7:51. This is the sound of Louis Vega featuring Blaze. Brand new day. Kai 959 Breakfast on the street, on the air, on your dial, everywhere. So check it out. Go to King Tha's Instagram live. She's live. She's playing 30 seconds with everyone off air, and she gives the most amazing clues.
She's smart.
Like she's very smart.
You're actually smart.
So one of the answers. No,
I know.
true
We
story,
know.
true
We
story.
see it.
We see it.
I'm pretty clever.
You're pretty clever.
I'm pretty clever.
You're pretty clever. By the way, she used to
With a
love
bad
watching
memory.
cartoons when she was in varsity.
Yes.
She used to rent out a TV and like literally skip class and go sit in her dorm
And
to watch
just watch like
Cow and
cartoon-
Chicken.
Cow and Chicken.
Pinky and the Brain.
Yes, those were my shows.
Yeah.
She's playing 30 seconds, so I love the clue for Tom
For
Tom.
Tom Tom.
She was like, give the clue again. It was very smart.
I was like, it's the cat and mouse show. The one guy was called Jerry. Who's the other guy called? Say it twice.
That's so
Tom
clever.
Tom.
Tom. That's so clever.
Ah, come on, that's easy.
Love it.
No, that's
That's
no,
easy.
No, you
no,
make
no,
it
no.
easy, but it's
That's
smart.
not easy.
Yo, I have a video for this song.
Absolutely, you do.
I do. It's on YouTube, on my YouTube channel.
What's your YouTube channel? Thandiswa King
Just
Tha.
kind of Thandiswa Mazwai, I think.
Thandiswa Mazwai. YouTube to this one.
There's a video for this song.
Diahamba.
Very cute video for this song.
Belete.
Yes, it's on the.
What's Belete?
Yes, ANC. You're right.
Ah.
With fangs.
Oh, with fangs.
Somebody was like, "Who's got the fangs drawing blood?" And somebody said ANC.
Oh, okay. So I'm on this song.
On this
Diahamba
song-
Belete, yeah.
Diahamba, yes, it's on the Belete album, on the jazz album,
beautiful.
and it's a remake of a song that was on the Zabalaza album.
Yeah.
Already,
That was a powerful album.
it turned out to be. Yeah, turned out to
Were
be.
you intentional about it being a powerful album?
No, I think the best thing any artist can do is to create authentic work that comes from their heart.
Yeah.
And then hope for the best. And I got lucky that this work resonated with so many people and became my magnum opus.
Why did you call it Belete? What does that mean?
Belete is my mother's name.
Oh.
I've always had an obsession with my mother because she passed away when I was 16 years old. So every album, in many ways, is an ode to her.
How did that affect you? Like, I mean, losing a mom at
A young
15,
age,
that's too young.
Yeah, I mean, it was a crazy time. I had to reconfigure myself. You know, a mother is like, she's how you define yourself in the world. You know,
Yeah.
and so when your mother is
So
not there,
true.
you have to find new ways of knowing yourself without relating it to your mother.
You take pride in your heritage, right?
I do, because my mother did. My mother was obsessed with like the Transkei, Miss Xhosa. Then she was obsessed with Pan-Africanism. She was obsessed with all these things. I mean, the reason why we have a Heritage Month is because our heritage is at risk of not existing.
Yeah, it's an endangered concept.
Exactly. That's why there's, certain concepts are given months, like Women's Month, because women are endangered.
Yeah.
So we have a Heritage Month because our heritage is endangered.
Does it feel good when brands recognize the fact that, you are keeping what your mom stood for quite much alive, like being heritage obsessive, because you're doing something amazing with Tastic. I think that's a big thing.
Yeah, I mean, and the thing is, I usually don't partner with brands, but Tastic just kind of felt like one of those things where it's in everybody's home.
Yes.
There's something very it's extremely South African, and I felt like this is something that I can merge with because we're kind of the same thing. We're in every home. We're at the center of each meal, that sort of thing. So
fantastic.
I was really excited. There you go.
With a straight face.
Why is that
Fantastic.
I'm a fan of Tastic, so we're all fantastic.
Because kukumala kathathu
Yeah.
So I was, really honored that they decided to make me their icon for this year's heritage campaign. And actually, I'm way more excited about the gig that we're doing on the 5th of November. We're doing a big heritage show on the 5th of November. I think the venue is still going to be announced.
Because that's also quite an iconic culture day, because it's Guy Fawkes Day.
Yeah, I mean, do you remember that?
Yes,
I used to love Benny Guy Fawkes. I used to love that. I used to love Benny Guy Fawkes, and I never knew why we were doing it, but we did it anyway.
Also, to this day, don't understand
and
why.
There were also some other weird things like painting your face with polish and things.
And then putting stuff.
Putting a pillow on your bum.
After a while, it became a bit problematic, but anyway. So yeah, I'm just really excited about that, and I'm really it's such an honor, I think it just tells you that you've become old enough for people to start honoring you, So thank you very much to the family at Tastic for that.
So you speak about the show on the 5th of November. You're going to be performing there.
I'm going to be performing there, and so will Iash Elimhlophe. I don't know if anybody has seen Iash recently.
Wild.
Guys, no.
Have you started rehearsing?
If you have money, give it to Ash. When you see Ash have a show, just take your money and go there.
And throw it there.
Especially if you... Let me not say this. Just gonna be nobody Ash, guys.
I love that you speak so highly of another performer, because when you perform, it's almost like you put us in a trance and you also get into a trance.
Yes.
It's the person that we're sitting with now in studio is not that person on stage when you're performing. There's almost something...
Goodness. Imagine if I had to carry that with me all the time.
Is it heavy?
It's heavy.
Are you drained after performance? Like spiritually,
absolutely.
like tapping out?
After each gig, I have to find myself again. So like normally people after the show, they run to your car to try and say hello. And I'm like, guys, I need about 30 minutes
just to
of
reset.
silence to just reset and come back to my body, because I do have to get out of my body in order to do this.
Is there a spiritual ritual or process rather that you get into to prepare?
I always
to get into a trance prior.
What I think of it as is, when you go to become isangoma, there's a ritual called ukuvumukufa.
Yes.
And for me, I feel like every time I go on the stage in Divumukufa, I agree that this person must die in order for the magic to happen. I must leave myself on the side in order for the magic and the divinity to come through.
And I think it's vesseling, right? So you need to arrive at the end of yourself so you can be used to deliver a message that needs to be delivered.
It's scary to do that, to let go of yourself and trust that you'll come back. Because sometimes people go and they don't.
And they don't come back. That's wild.
You see, the things about you, so layered, because there's that part of you, but even now in studio, on air and off air, there's a silliness, fun, having,
But my favorite people do worse do. You know what I mean? Like I used to love hanging out with Brahu. He was very naughty. Mambusi Mhlongo, very naughty. Umamugwini Mandela, very naughty. You know what I mean? So it's just this kind of like nuanced thing where you're layered and you don't take yourself too seriously.
I like that.
Where you're doing the Thandiswa Mazwai all day. You can just, chill.
When would you say you're at your most naughtiest and most reflective on the other side of the coin?
I guess I'm naughty when When am I naughty?
When you're on Instagram Live, I can tell you that
When I'm
much.
on-
Oh yes. Oh, I saw that.
I don't go on Instagram Live that much. That's why
often,
people
yeah.
are like, "Hey, you're on Instagram Live." I don't know. I don't know what makes me naughty. Beautiful women.
Yeah.
That makes me naughty. Introspective. Usually, just before I go on a show, before I do the show.
Or stoned.
No, I'm introspective.
You're
then.
introspective.
Yes.
that's when you flip the coin.
Yes, when I flip
we're
the
glad to know
coin.
that.
Yeah, that's when I
Yeah,
flip the coin.
yeah.
That's when I don't care how beautiful you are, I give up.
We're focused.
I focus.
We're arriving at the end of ourselves.
Yeah.
We're self-sacrificing.
Because myself really is, I'm basic.
But you're fun. Your naughty side is so much fun. I never knew the side of you existed. I
really?
feel like I'm so. I think we. If I speak on behalf of the show, we feel privileged that we actually have access to this side of you.
Thank
Because
you.
there's that image of you, that public image that's been put on a pedestal of almost like that deep.
Yeah, I mean,
respect me,
there's a
fear me
great-
sort of thing.
There's a great mythology around me.
Yeah.
And sometimes I play into it and I enjoy it.
Yeah.
And then other times I completely like kind of dismantle it.
That's dope. That's
You
dope.
said pretty women make you feel naughty. Are you only seeing women or?
I am only seeing women. I haven't seen a man I haven't been with a man for like 15 years.
Are you for real?
Yeah.
I don't miss them.
You keep them a stone throw away.
I keep them a stone throw away. No, but I did have other boyfriends after Stone, definitely.
Oh.
Yeah, I did. I like boys. I just don't care to have meaningful relationships with them. I think they're good for fast love.
Fast love.
Fast love, fast track.
Yeah, fast love, you know?
Yeah.
But that's good. What do you identify as? I like that you brought that up, Sol.
In terms of?
Because, with the community, with the alphabets, LGBTQI+.
The
LGBTQI+.
alphabet, the alphabet crew.
With the pronouns.
I don't
and
know.
this
What
and
do you
that.
identify as?
I don't know. I'm a human being.
I think
at
that's
most,
kind
yeah.
of the best.
Straight male?
I don't even consider my
you
own
consider
gender.
yourself a straight male.
I identify as a straight male.
Until a soccer player comes and then you want to pat their bum, right?
Oh no!
The way you guys love soccer players.
Give me soccer. I'm
you
not
do
into you guys
anything
playing
for
soccer.
soccer players. You guys love a soccer player.
Wild.
Woo.
Absolutely
Men,
wild.
we
Yeah.
love soccer players.
They love soccer players, but also men love other men.
We're decoding
lot.
Thandiswa Mazwai.
The whole chief
King
thing,
Tha.
it's because you love each other.
Yeah.
You're
Men.
like, chief.
No, they live to impress each other. It's 21 minutes after 8 o'clock in the morning. She's going nowhere anytime
Look at
soon.
him,
We're
look at him.
taking
He's
her
so
to top of the
confused.
hour. Kaya 959. What a legendary song. Absolute legendary song. It is 8:39 on the dot. You're listening to 959 Breakfast on the street, on the air. So we're here with you now.
You're here
right?
with me now.
Absolutely. It pains me that
We're together now.
We're together now. We're together now.
It's okay.
And it pains me that we're like literally nearly at the end.
It's
of,
over.
Almost.
I
Almost.
didn't think this would go so quickly.
It goes quick, eh? Especially when you're having
6 a.m.
fun.
to 9, I was like, oh.
What a drag.
What
And
are
then
these
you come
people
here. Then you
doing?
realize it's so much fun.
Nandi.
That's so uncomfortable, guys.
Yeah.
Can we get better chairs?
Oh wow, there we go. Thank you. Leba fepe ha fetsa ba le jwetse ka di couch tsa lona. Gore ai ra tla ra dula hodima
my crush
skiripoto
is
sa
here.
sofa.
Hi. The guy.
I didn't know this. Hello, T.
Hey, you. Whatever.
So the King Tha thing. Here's
Yes.
my question, right? When you say King Tha, are you not dethroning the power of Queen?
No.
Is it not making lesser the power of Queen by
No,
saying
because-
King is more?
No, I'm just taking it all. That's what it means. It means I'm taking all of it.
Okay,
Kings, queens, whoever you are, I'm topping you.
fantastic.
In this game.
Here's something you have to top.
my
In a
bottom.
game.
I see what you
Here's
did
a
there.
game
You're
that
my
you have to
bottom.
top. Here's a
Okay.
game that you have to top. I've got somebody on the line for you. You have to guess who this person is. You're gonna have to put your headphones on for this one.
Okay.
Yeah. Good morning.
Yo, greetings, fam.
Yes, King
what
Tha
up,
is
fam?
all yours.
Hello,
Please
bye.
chat with her.
Voices so. Hello.
Yo, greetings to the king.
Hi. How are you?
Yo, we give thanks.
I know this is Tutu's.
Oh, it's Mr. Makatini. Oh, no, legendary.
Oh no, I tried.
Utama to give thanks, Ngataibo. That's my brother. That's my brother. Agwande. Good
Oh
time.
man, I tried so much. You should see how I'm even my posture and everything.
I could feel that the posture is different. You know, it's kind of like, yo, King Tha, yo. Makatini, kapashe, kunjani?
Oh man, all the love to you, Sissy, and all the work that you've done. And you know, when I got a call about this yesterday, I was just like thinking, where do we start? You know, it's so much that you've done for our community, and I think if there is one long lesson for all of us, it's just longevity and how does one keep evolving, and also how you've just dissolved the very notion of like gender specifics and just like you know, entered into this vortex of sounds, and you know, so we are thankful for that, and we love you so much.
Thank you so much, Makatini. You know, I think at the center of everything really is the love that I have for all the people that I work with and all the people that listen to this music. I think that's the center, really, is love. And I love you very much, you know that.
And your guys' relationship is very special because he produced Belete.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
And, you know, this is obviously one of my favorite albums, you know, so...
The best.
It's the
best.
The best.
Listen.
The
Belede
best.
is the one.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, to have such incredible musicians on the album as well, you know, and to have the direction of Nduduzo was beautiful. It was really such an honor for me.
Nduduzo, thank you very much for playing along, brother. We appreciate it, yeah?
Oh man, all the love, anytime for the king.
Hey man, you definitely topped me on this one. You topped me. You didn't even waste time.
Thank you very much. I hope to see you soon, my brother.
Please, my God. Sharp.
It's 8:54. This is Thandiswa King Tha. Decoded. Thank you for allowing us to decode you. Getting to know you a little bit better.
Spending this time with you.
It was fun, ne?
Yes.
I really, really enjoyed your company as well. Like, absolutely. I think for many years in my career, I've admired you from a distance. I've never met you on this level.
Yeah.
I've encountered you.
I feel like, have we met? I don't know.
I don't think so. Funny, I was speaking
I used to watch your reality show a lot.
Appreciate that. I've listened to your songs a lot. Yeah.
When it first started, I don't know, are you still doing it?
We're on pause for now. I always believe let content, let time give you a moment, particularly with reality, to have life build content for you.
And that's what you do with albums as well. You have to wait until you have something to sing about.
Yeah. It's been absolutely great. It's absolutely great. We love you. We thank you. We appreciate you. And I like the kingness of it.
Thank you.
For you, Fanela.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
You embody the kingness.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You mean just because of my body size?
No, not your body size. No, not even.
Built like a king, damn it.
It's more your aura.
Thank you.
I'm an aura person. You've got a dominating aura. You've got an aura that says, listen, I know what I'm about, so please just come at me. Don't come at me sideways.
Yes, I do have a demanding sense. Yeah.
You've got a respectful aura, a respectable aura.
Thank you. I appreciate that. You also do.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
And you, Saul.
Oh,
you know how women can just love on each other. We're sitting here loving each other, loving each other. And most people say women hate each other.
No, we don't actually.
Women will quickly like hang out with each other, call each other sister, and then sleep in the same bed.
Easily.
Easily.
Hold
quickly.
Hands.
Alrighty. 8:56. Thandiswa. It was lovely.
Thank you so much. Thanks for having me.
What are you doing today when you leave here?
Joining the gym today.
Really?
Yeah, I'm working on my kingly body.
There you go.
I'm working on my kingly body. So yeah, from here I meet a trainer and then I'm going to try, you know, I have to.
I like that, try.
This is one of those things that I've been like struggling with. I start working out and then after 3 months I give up. So I'm looking forward to succeeding this time.
What is it going to be? Treadmill, running, or weights?
No.
Lifting stones?
I don't think... I'm going to mostly weights. I think weights works for me.
Wow.
And then diet. Diet is everything because I have a serious sugar addiction. So I'm trying to give up the sugar and then hopefully that'll change how my body works.
Don't give up too soon because we've got something sweet for you to listen to here.
Oh.
Morning, Dineo and so Sibusiso Sibanyon here, an electric bass player. Once played with Thandiswa at the London Jazz Festival. And I just want to say she's such an amazing artist, one of the best people I've worked with. Wish her all the best. And yeah, she's just such a great person. Thought I should send this voice note and say I love you, Thandiswa.
Oh, that's so sweet. Ngiyabonga Sibuda.
Yeah, that's
Thank
sweet.
you. That's very sweet.
Well, enjoy the gym today and enjoy your instructor.
I'll let you know.
All the best
how
with
that
cutting out
goes.
sugar.
It's hard.
Very hard.
It's hard. I actually think there should be like serious legislation for sugar because it's a drug.
Yeah, but there is sugar tax and stuff. We pay more for the sugary stuff.
I don't
That's
want
why
to,
you find
the thing
cool
is, I
drinks have
don't
less
mind
sugar
paying
now.
more. I just want it gone.
Let's make King Tha's life easier, please. Government, cancel that thing.
No, actually, I just need like a mind coach to just come and teach me how to control my mind. Because
There we go. She's going to work on it. We've
Yeah.
reached top of the hour. We're out. We're handing you over to the best tea in the city. Osamotona Dineo, Ranaka, Sol Phenduka, King Tha, Poma Boy, Nosipo, Chris, Fencelite, Pila. What a big team. Cheryl behind the camera. We're going to catch you on kai959.co.za. Thank you for listening. Thank you so much for watching. Don't you forget to live light, laugh long, love the ones you're with, serve those that you love, and at your best, just be a kind person.
please.